Yes, Jeanette. What is your point of order?
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the honorable member, Honorable Wamboka, who has just finished his contribution, Mr. Speaker, says that the only seat we have in this parliament, the seat of lawyers, is only yours, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, do we assume now?
Honorable, he also said keep the speaker out of this. So keep me out of this. Sabina, Chege.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity. And Mr. Speaker, from the onset, I want to say that this judgment is meant to bring paralysis in this House. And you need, Mr. Speaker, to make a decision on this matter. Having listened to my colleagues on this judgment, and I've also gone through it, Mr. Speaker, there's a lot of consideration on the status quo as on 6th of October 2022. Mr. Speaker, from 6th of October, many things have changed. Mr. Speaker, after your ruling, we made committees that were formed in this House. Mr. Speaker, there is also Parliamentary Service Commission that was also formed based on the minority and the majority. We have the IBC Select Commission. Mr. Speaker, we also, as a House, gave the leadership. Early this month, Mr. Speaker, we also received communication or reconstitution of the committees. And this afternoon, we're meant to have the House Business Committee. And so, Mr. Speaker, the big question I'm asking myself. So, who are going to be the chairs or the membership based on the majority and minority? And I think as a House, Mr. Speaker, and the fact that you're supposed to give a decision, you need to clear the air on the issue of majority and minority. After 2 years, Mr. Speaker, many things have changed. There are post and there are pre-coalition agreements. There are some coalition agreements that were done before the election, Mr. Speaker. If we take the case of Chap-Chap, Mr. Speaker, even before the election, they had left the coalition that they had signed with before. And so, as we make the decision, are they part of Azimio? And the other question is, does Azimio still exist? Mr. Speaker, as a Jubilee Party, June 2023, we wrote a letter here as members of Jubilee Committee and requested to be an independent political party. So, Mr. Speaker, as we make this decision, are we going to be counted in Azimio, or are we going to be counted as independent? And because, Mr. Speaker, we hold these positions, we need clear guidance, Mr. Speaker, on this issue, so that as the whips sit down to reallocate the position, we know where we belong. Simple mathematics. If people are doubting, we can do mlolongo as year of time. We can do the calculation on who is on Kenya Kwanza, who is on Azimio, and make a decision, Mr. Speaker, instead of wasting time, Mr. Speaker, on precious time where you're supposed to be passing important bills in this republic. Then, Mr. Speaker, finally, there is broad-based government. So where do we stand?
Thank you. Otienda Molo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, for starters, and because not all members have read the judgment, allow me to read 3 paragraphs.